Oh man, that coffee's good this morning. Happy, let's see, hump day. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's doing good. Um, we had trash day today, so Jack's pretty excited about that. He was up before the crack of dawn barking at the trash guy. So let's take a look, see who we got. See who we got hanging out over there this morning. Appreciate the thumbs up, you guys. Larry Gaunt says, morning everyone, forecast 100% chance of rain. And he got 3 drops of rain as the rain went by. You may have to water them mater plants, man. Headed my way. Yeah, I was watching the news because they've been talking about it. And I don't know, I'm starting to get a little frustrated with my weather lady. You know, I like watching them, and usually they're really good, but it just seems like here lately, every little storm that comes through, they want to talk doom and gloom, high winds and, it's going to knock trees down. And there goes that stupid internet thing again. Yeah, it's all blurry and stuff over there. And by the time I run that test, it'll probably be fixed again. I don't know what it is. It seems like every time when I first start, and then about every 10 minutes, it'll do it. But yeah, they always talking about tornadoes and, just, you better have your phone or something with you all the time. And then we end up just getting some rain, or at least that's what I end up getting. So, which I ain't complaining. I'd rather have it like that. But I'm like, man, it's kind of like the little boy that cried wolf. Sooner or later, people are going to quit going, yeah, there she goes again, talking about tornadoes. And the next thing you know, we're going to have a big one come through here. And it's going to be a mess. So, I don't know. What are you going to do? Let's see. Bart Bixel's here. Good morning, Bart. He says thumbs up. I appreciate it. Man, you're getting on it over there today, guys. Steve Gronsky's here. 50 degrees, heading to 62. Wind is howling. Yeah. Hope you're doing well, Steve. Gary Hammond's here. Good morning, Gary. John Howard's here. Good morning, sir. George Rothfuss. Good morning to all on this confusing day. Rain, sleet, freezing, icy roads, then an expected high of 62. That is kind of confusing, isn't it? It's spring. No, it's not. It's spring. No, it's not. Bruce Foley, good morning. Mr. Ballard's here. Good morning, Ryan. Troy Pritchard's here. Good morning, sir. Klondike is here. Good morning to you. Ryan says he's getting the same junk there as George is. Mr. Sinicola says, good morning all. Got a freezing rain, cold and icy. Holy cow. Crazy weather, isn't it? And Mr. Landis Stutes is here this morning. Good morning all. Starting to finally feel good after falling off a ladder. That's why I don't get on ladders anymore. I don't know what your situation was, and I hope you're doing better. But I'm scared to get up on much of anything, even a little step ladder these days, because my balance is just crazy. I get what do they call it, vertigo or whatever, and dizzy, and I mean, I can just stand up from my chair sometimes and go to take a step and about fall over because I lose my balance all of a sudden. I don't know what's up with it. I'm blaming it on the crazy drugs they gave me when I was in the hospital. That's what I'm blaming it all on. That might not be it, but sounds like a good excuse to me. They did have me on some crazy stuff. Ooh. Saw things I don't ever want to see again. But anyhow, I got I really got nothing to talk about. Got an interesting email this morning. It's from some company. I don't know why. I guess because I'm on YouTube a little more actively than I was, or something. I don't know what it is. But anyway, I got an email from a company wanting to send me some stuff, and I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm gonna check them out. I don't know. I don't really want to get a bunch of stuff in here, but we'll see. If I do, I'll probably just do the review video and all, and then just give it away or something because I don't need anything. Let's see. All right, so look at that. He said, "This is my step ladder. I never knew my real ladder." Crazy. Yeah, I don't have much anything to talk about because I didn't. What did I do yesterday? I worked out in the shop. I think I told y'all, or if y'all watched the Saturday night show, I talked about it there. But my project that I was working on and hoped to release the video last Saturday, it came out okay, but I thought, nah, I kind of messed up there and I could have done it better. So I thought, well, I'm just going to leave it clamped to the table and redo it because it's a resin project. So it's where I can, get rid of what I put in there and replace it with some new. So that's what I'm doing, and I think it's well, I hope it's going to turn out. We'll see. But it's one of I picked something that's hard to do because you got to get it perfect or it doesn't look right. And you'll see what I mean when I post the video eventually, or maybe you'll see it as it burns in the fire pit. One of those two. I know y'all have seen some stuff. Every time I burn, stuff in my fire pit and I post a picture, somebody usually comments like, "What are you doing?" Because a lot of times I'll have parts in there that might look like they're good parts, but there's a reason they're in the fire pit. There's a big void in the plywood, or the veneers peeled up real bad or something, and I don't try to ship anything that looks too bad. So yeah, so that's a lot of times you'll see stuff like that in my fire pit. I don't know if you can hear Jack or not. He's busy slurping down there, licking. What are you doing down there, boy? Hmm? What's everybody got going on today? Anybody working on anything out in their shop? I guess for some of y'all, I guess it's still pretty cold in your shop from the way it looks. Troy, you were about done with your machine, weren't you? How are you coming on? How you coming on yours? I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I just thought I'd ask. I know there's some people that have been working on them a while. Leo's here. Good morning, Leo. I got your email yesterday, Leo. I'm going to be sending you a reply here this morning when I catch up on my emails and stuff. Kenneth is here. How you doing, Kenneth? Good morning. Yeah, it's supposed to be kind of windy today. Already ahead of that, I think. But I really hate to see when they start talking about the high winds and tornadoes and stuff. Because we already had some big gusts the other day, a couple of weeks ago, I guess it was. And I have a couple of places on my roof where the shingles or a piece of a shingle has blown off, and there's another layer underneath it or something. But I'm like, yeah, I'm going to have to have my whole roof done, and I'm not looking forward to that. I was trying to hold off till later in the year, but I may, if something comes along and blows a bunch of stuff off, I'll have to go ahead and get it done. Let's see. Ryan says he's still working on his laundry room. Yeah, okay. Larry's working on a project cut a few days ago, putting it together. All right. Good deal. I'm going to try to, well, it's actually going to take me at least 2 more days to finish mine because, like with resin projects, you do what you got to do and then you pour the resin and you let it cure for 24 hours and then come back and do it again the next day. So I've got another color to do today. Well, first I've got to run the machine, which that doesn't take that long to make the pockets for the resin. And then, so I got to do that and then pour that resin and then let it cure. And depending on the weather tomorrow, they talk like that it's going to, and that's the other thing I hate is when the stuff gets here, in the middle of the night when we're asleep, because there goes that stupid thing again. That little warning thing. Connection is unstable. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging in your router or moving closer to it. Well, I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm on a hardwired connection. And that just, I guess I should reach back there and maybe unplug it and plug it back in back behind here where my router is. Maybe there's something got loose or something. I don't know. And that, but it's not showing that it's on Wi-Fi when I look. It's showing the says that I'm on the main thing. Has anybody upgraded to Windows 11? This stupid computer here just bugs the heck out of me, want me to do it, and I have to be careful when something pops up that I have my glasses on and read it, so I don't accidentally hit the wrong thing and it starts upgrading because I don't want it. I got a little thing right down there. If I hover my mouse, it says upgrade to Windows 11. It's ready for your PC. Well, how many times do I have to tell you I don't want it? Let's see. Landis says, what bit do you use to level the epoxy after it dries? I use the same bit that I use to surface my spoil board. It's a little 1-inch diameter, 3 thing, it's not flutes, I guess, but the 3 insert things that are on the carbide things. It's a white side. And I just make sure, because you can't plunge it straight down. You have to either come in from the side or come in ramping, so that, because there's no cutter in the center of it. It's just those 3 cutters out that way. Larry says I should get a new router from my internet provider. Well, I need to, I just hate to call them because, good Lord, you spend an hour on the dang phone with them, 30 minutes waiting to even get to talk to a person. But I need to call them and tell them that, hey, the upload is okay, although I keep having these issues when I'm streaming. And the download, even though it's doesn't really have that much to do with streaming, but um, I'm not getting what I paid for. In fact, it hadn't gone up at all. Before I started paying them more, I was getting that. So I don't know what the deal is. So I need to call them and see about getting it fixed somehow. But maybe see, I have their well, all right, what is it, buddy? I just realized Larry's talking about a router. See, I don't have a router from Spectrum. I have I guess it's the cable modem thing. I have that, and then the actual router is behind my thing, and it's one I purchased. It's a Netgear. So, but it is kind of old. Maybe I should think about replacing it and seeing. Maybe that's part of the problem. I don't know. Although they're when I called them and talked about this so-called upgrade, they're supposed to be able to check to see if the equipment I have will handle what they want to do. So I gave them the model number of all that stuff, and they said, "Oh yeah, you're good. We can just flip the switch here," and they did. And like within a few minutes, the upload speed doubled, but the download speed hadn't changed at all. Let's see. Gary Hammett says, I bought a new computer with 11, not seeing any advantage to 10. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's, it's like everything else. They do that planned obsolescence where, they'll quit supporting it and they'll quit providing, which really I think, if it works, it works. Just leave me alone. I'm fine. But then after a while, they'll make it where, okay, now there's some loopholes, or not loopholes, but, vulnerable places in Windows 10. And they're like, well, we're not going to support that anymore. You have to, by then they'll be on 12 or something. So they force you to have to get the newer stuff. And I don't want, I'm old and tired. I don't want to learn something new every few weeks. If it's working, just leave me alone. Let me use it. Larry says they now have an all-in-one router modem. Okay. I'll have to check that out. Like I said, this one it comes out to the pole out there, and when they put it in, they buried the line. So it comes down to the pole, and then they brought the trencher out, and it's trenched up over to that side of the house, and then it comes around the house and right up through a hole in the floor right here, and then it's connected to this. I guess that's a cable modem because it's using the old coax cable thing, and then it has places to connect Cat5 cable. So I have a Cat5 cable going from there to my router back behind here, and then I have connections going from that router, one from here to that computer, and then I have one from there to, I showed you the other day how I keep that length of Cat5 coiled up where I run it down the hallway and hook it up when I'm going to do a live from the shop out there. Although I knew I had some the other day, and I found this in the closet, and this is 100 feet of Cat 6 cable, and it's that indoor-outdoor stuff. This is made to put outdoor. You can either leave it lay on the ground, or you can bury it, or run it overhead, or do whatever you want to do. And I thought I had a roll of this, and this is 100 feet. So I think I'm going to get up under my crawl space, and well, first I'll run that end down through this hole behind the desk here, and then get up under my crawl space and pull it over and put it out through a hole that goes into my garage, like I have my security camera. And then that way I won't have to drag this thing and wind it up all the time. I'll just have a connection that's out there all the time. Okay, let's see. George says, my experience with the upgrade to Windows 11 is a much slower computer. I certainly don't need anything any slower. My computer is still fairly fast because this is that gaming computer that I bought, and I think it's been about 2 years now since I bought this. And it stays pretty fast, but it's because all my video editing and stuff, I don't put the big video files on that computer. I put them on a separate external drive. I didn't want to, because once you start filling up stuff, then it's hard to go back, and you're afraid to delete something if you're not sure what it is and all that stuff. So let's see. Leo says, I have a Nest system that is all-in-one, very fast. It is both wired and wireless, made by Netgear. Yeah, well, I had that. Now that I think about it, that's probably the problem. It's probably my equipment that's the problem. Because, there goes that thing again. Connection is weak. But one thing I've noticed too is when I go back and watch this, because like right now we're 23, almost 24 minutes in, and it just had a blurry spell. So if I go back and watch it, the audio's fine. It's just the video gets blurry. So, but anyway, I had that Netgear router. I've had it quite a while, so I probably should. I'm sure they got a lot better stuff now. I'd had it a while before I ever got this. And then when they, at the time when they installed this other stuff, they go, yeah, that Netgear router's good enough. It'll work. But I'm sure there's better stuff out there now. So anyway, maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll do that today. I'll go shopping for a new Netgear router. Let's see. Leo says it's a Nest system. I'll write that down and check that out. Because I would like to get rid of that little problem, especially since I'm paying the extra money for the professional plan with StreamYard, which means with the basic plan you only get 720p, and with the professional you get 1080. So if I'm going to pay for a plan that lets me broadcast in 1080, by gosh, I want it to be crystal clear. And it is most of the time, but when it's not, it's blurry. So I don't know. Larry says it takes, less bandwidth for audio than it does for video. Yeah, that is true. Leo says he purchased it at Costco. I don't think I have I don't even know if I have a Costco here. I've never been in one of those, I don't think. I might have one. Let me look. I'll just do a quick search here on Netgear Nest System. Okay, there it is. Netgear 4-stream Wi-Fi 6 router. Up to 1.8 gigabytes per second. I might. $67. That sound about right, Leo? Yeah. Ryan says he can get me an Amazon link for it. Big congrats to Ryan. He's now made the big time because he can do an Amazon affiliate stuff. So I was telling him yesterday, the money will just start pouring in. Yeah, this looks pretty good. $67.60. Let me show you, see if Leo, and you can tell me if this is the same one. Same one you've got. Oh, we got to do this. Is that the one? Let's see what it says here. Four Wi-Fi streams cover a house full of smart home devices. Well, I don't have that. 4 gigabyte wired connection. Okay, yeah. I'm going to order that and see. Leo says yes, as I got a 4-pack. Okay. All right. Let's see here. They have different ones now. They have this one. What is that? Because they have 3 choices: AC Wi-Fi, AX Wi-Fi 6. That one's $85. And then this one is the one that came up when I put in Netgear Nest System. And it's $67. I'll have to look to see what the differences are. Because this one's only a couple bucks more, but I don't know what the difference it is. All right. Well, I will check that out. Okay. Leo says, no, I have the one that is about 4 inches square and white. Yeah, all of these are black. So I'm trying to see if there's just different speeds, but they don't show a speed on that one. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, they do. That one says 1.8 gigabytes per second. This one says 1,750 megabytes, but it's more. And that's less than 1,750 megabytes per second is less than 1.8 gigabytes per second. And then the most expensive one says 1.8 gigabytes per second. I'm still not understanding what the big difference is between those. But anyway, I will check it out and see what the deal is. There goes my security alarm right there. You hear him barking at somebody. Anyway, let's get out of here and get this Wednesday started. Hope the storms don't blow me away so I can come back here tomorrow and try this again. And we'll see. Anyway, y'all have a good one, and we will see y'all tomorrow sometime.